Starshine, how are you? I'm TK, and today I will play PowerWash Simulator. Woo, 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 woo. Hello, everybody. Hello, Tabari. How are you doing, girl? How is everybody doing? It's been a little bit. For the first time this year. First time this year. Ooh. Hello, I am back. Also, I'm so sorry for the delay and the not being prepared and rushed at the, oh my gosh. Okay, so here's what happened. Here's what happened. This is not exciting. It's boring, but it just displays my stupidity, okay? Listen here. Okay, here's what happened. Like a half hour before the stream, I'm like getting ready. I got a coffee brewing. I'm getting everything set up, and I get a phone call. And it's not a number I recognize, so I immediately hit the screen call thing that you have for like Google phones. So you hit like screen call, and Google will talk to them. And I go ahead and I do that. And as soon as I do, I realize, wait a second, I have a doctor's appointment next week with a new doctor I haven't seen before. So I don't know their number. And this could be them. So I sit and I wait. And I see like the Google like transcribing saying how they're like, hey, you know, this person's using screen calling. How can I help you today? Blah, blah, blah. And no response. And I'm like, shoot, this might be like one of those automated messages that just immediately tune that shit out. And it was. And so I had to hang up, and then I called them back, and they were like, this is an automated message to remind you about your appointment. Our mailbox is full, so you can't leave any messages. And gave me no information. And I'm like, wait a second. Let me check my calendar. So I check my calendar, and I do have an appointment next week. But I don't have any information in my appointment. And it was a brand new doctor that I was referred to. I did not look up this doctor. I was referred to this doctor. And I can't remember anything about it other than it being rheumatologist. And that's it. And I'm like, oh shit. So now I missed my reminder call that probably would have told me who the doctor was and where they are. And I have no idea what to go off of other than their rheumatologist and where they called from. And so I look up doctors from where they called from, and I call them, and they're like, you don't have an appointment with us. And I'm like, did I call the wrong doctor? And I'm like, I give them the phone number of the place that called me, so they called them, and they're like, oh, that's this doctor's office that was calling you. And I'm like, thank you so much, because I never would have figured it out. And so I call them, and I finally figure out where my doctor's appointment is, and they tell me to fill out shit online. So I go and I start filling out shit online, and it's taking forever. And slowly it's getting later and later and closer. So I had to start the stream while I was filling out the stuff. Yes, TK, you could have just done it a different day, but I was like, no, I'm gonna forget. I have to do it right now while I remember and get it out of the way, or else I'm going to forget. And I had the like starting soon screen going while I was filling out the forms as fast as I can. I probably missed some important shit, I'm not gonna lie. And I was like, I gotta fill this out. And so I probably missed everything, and it's probably a problem, but I don't really care because I don't think this doctor's even gonna help me. So whatever. I've lost all hope in doctors at this point. Hello, Lazy. Can you take a nap in my thighs? I don't know about that, actually. I don't know if I'm okay with that. That might make my legs fall asleep. Actually, no, like TH will like lay down on my lap, like rest his head on my lap and fall asleep. And I'm just sitting there like, I don't want to move because I don't want to wake him, but I'm getting really uncomfortable. And I'll have to like shift a little bit to try and make myself more comfortable. And thankfully, he's a pretty deep sleeper. And even if he does wake up, he can go right back to sleep. But man, do I feel bad. But yeah, forget the doctor. Forget the doctor. Oh my gosh. I'm a little stressed out because this is like a new doctor and everything. You're worried about your legs falling asleep and nothing else. That is just the like logical thing that comes to my brain that's going to be a problem first. But yeah, I don't think TH would be too happy about it either. I really don't think he'd be okay with that. I know he's totally okay with me like playfully flirting online, because we'll play VR chat and I will literally flirt with everyone. I'll be with him, right next to him, and he's totally okay with it. But no, I don't think he'd be okay with that. He's not a jealous guy, but I don't think he'd be okay with that. But no, yeah, I'm a little stressed about the doctor, I'm not gonna lie. But at the same time, like, okay, so here's the deal. I don't mind sharing this medical information with y'all. I had blood tests done and the like rheumatoid levels were high. I don't know what that exactly means beyond it can be a sign that I have rheumatoid arthritis. But I don't really have the symptoms. I mean, I have pain in my joints for sure, but I have pain everywhere. I have pain everywhere because I have fibromyalgia. So like if I have new pain, I'm like, that's just my fibromyalgia. And I've always had joint pain and like it's just always been normal for me, but I don't get like the swelling. And I know that's a big thing with rheumatoid arthritis, is that your joints will swell. Mine do not swell. So I don't know. I have a feeling I'm just gonna go in. He's going to ask me some questions about like the symptoms of rheumatoid arthritis or whatever, and just be like, well, I don't think you have rheumatoid arthritis. Goodbye. That's probably what's going to happen. And I forget it. I don't care. The main reason I had the blood test done was because I sometimes get lymph node swelling and pain, especially around my jaw and my armpits. So I don't know if that's related to rheumatoid arthritis at all. And yes, my notification, I was explaining, I was like rushing to fill out these forms for my doctor. So I just kind of popped go live without like checking to make sure everything was okay. And I forgot to change my notification. I changed after I went live. But no, Merry Christmas anyway. You know what? Merry Christmas. Am I late? Am I early? It's up to you. It's up to you whether I'm late and I'm early. Maybe I'm both. It's okay. It's fine. Oh, I just realized also, we forgot Jebby. I had the set list there, and I deleted the set list and forgot to bring Jebby back, but he's back now. Hello, Jebby. Hello, my sweet little Jebby baby. But yeah, okay, so yes. A little bit of a rushful stress before. And not to mention, like, I'm also a little stressed about streaming today because I'm like, oh no, I feel like it's been so long. It's going to be awkward and weird. But it's going to be fine, I know. But yeah, so today we will be playing PowerWash Simulator. And just having a good old chat. Let me get the game going. What? Hip it! Hip it! Hip it! Lazy, did you just gift 5 subs? Thank you so much! Woo woo woo! Hype train! Thank you so much, Lazy. That's so sweet. I appreciate it. No stress. Okay, no stress. No stress. I've actually I've just been extra stressed. I've just been extra stressed the last couple weeks. I think because so when you guys last saw me, I was just about to be on like a staycation, and you know, enjoy the holidays and stuff. And I had a really good vacation. I had a lot of fun. We did a lot of things, ate a lot of food. It was good. It was very good. But getting back into like my old routine has been rough. So I've been extra stressed lately, but it's okay. I'll figure it out. I'll be fine. Yeah, no stress. I miss the hamster. Any more streams? Aw. Hamster stream. Need to stop being stressed and stream more. I understand. I have an actual caffeinated coffee because I'm a bad girl today. It's not very hot anymore, though. I started making it like a half hour before stream, and I microwaved it, but it's still not hot enough. Also, I can't seem to... There we go. Okay, it loaded this time. Before, PowerWash Simulator wasn't loading, but now it is. The way you said bad girl. Shut up! How dare you? Also, you want to Shrek? Shrek! I really want, like, okay, let me look at these. I really want the Alice in Wonderland one. The Tomb Raider one is free, right? Oh, and the Midgar one is free. But all the other ones, I think, cost money. Oh, these are cool. So the ice rink, like, that one looks like it might be kind of Christmassy, so maybe it's not as fitting now, but it is also, you know, ice rink, so it's still winter, technically, you know? Anyway, we're gonna continue with the career stuff. Oh, there's bonus jobs. Oh. Oh. Wow. Anyway. Oh, we're on the subway platform. Okay, okay, so this is probably gonna be kind of a big boy job. So I guess let's go ahead and hop in. Do we want to play some background music? I think I want to play some background music because it can be kind of quiet playing this game. You just hear the spraying of the power washer, the water, but no music. So let me get Connie, hi, I hope you are having a fantabulous day as well, Connie. It's good to see you, girl. It's been too long. I mean, thank you for, like, I really appreciate you guys being active in the Discord. It makes me happy. It makes me happy. So then I can still, like, talk to you even when I'm on my breaks. But yes, let's get royalty-free music. Everybody's favorite. Oh yeah, I have a playlist of my own. Yeah, let's do that one. Fancy anything funny at your staycation? Oh, we did a lot. So let me think. So we started out because it was Christmas that first week. We kind of we were more focused on like Christmassy stuff. We went to my family. We had dinner a couple times at a friend's house. And then, yeah, Christmas Day, we went to my family's for Christmas. We went out a couple times for, let's see. So we went out to the city. So I'm maybe this is going to dox me a little bit, but I live a little bit of ways from Chicago, so we went out to places in Chicago a couple times. And you could probably tell from my accent. But we went out there a couple times. We went to this all-you-can-eat Korean barbecue. It was delicious. And then we went to so TH used to think that that he was allergic to alcohol, but he's kind of learned that that it's only some mostly beer that kind of bothers him. But let me get this music going. Let me shuffle playlist. There we go. Okay. So we've been trying some different like drinks to see if he likes it and whatnot. perhaps you would rather some interesting statistics on our railroad systems while you work. Not really, I don't care. But we tried to go to a zoo, but they were closed. And then we tried to go to the aquarium, but there was a Bears game. And so there was no parking, so we couldn't go. And I was very sad because I wanted to see the otters. So yeah, we ended up not going. But we came back a different day to go to the zoo, and that was really nice to see all the aminals. I'll have to post some pictures of cute little aminals. I got to pet a guinea pig. Oh, it's too loud. How's that? Let me know how that sounds. But I did get to pet a guinea pig. I really want guinea pigs. I really want guinea pigs. But yeah, we went to a couple different places to try, like not like sports bars, like more chill bars. We're not like big into like super big partying kind of things. How's that? Is that better? So we spent some time eating out. What else did we do? We tried to chill and stay at home a lot, but we did end up going to this more nearby gaming place where we checked out a few different ones, but we found one that we really liked by complete accident of like a gaming shop. I've been learning to play Magic the Gathering. Sing this. Okay. How about that? But yeah, I started learning how to play Magic the Gathering. And I actually need to decide. There's another place nearby. Oh! I left the Halloween things on. Oops. I have to turn that off. But I want to TH is going to this thing. It's a different gaming shop where they're doing draft, which I think is essentially like they hand out like these just random packs, and you just randomly build a deck and then do like a tournament based off of those random decks. And I want to go, but I have to drive there myself, and then that also means if we go late, I have to drive home by myself, which can be a bit risky with my pots to be driving late at night. So I don't know if I'm gonna go or not. But yeah, no, I'm becoming a trading cards gamer girl. I also got some Lorcana decks, which is the Disney trading card game, but I haven't actually played any games of that yet because I haven't found anyone to play with me. I don't think I could ever get TH to do it because he hates Disney. So he probably would refuse to play simply on the fact that it's Disney. Even though it's like, you know, it's basically like Magic, but with Disney. But yeah, he's like getting all these like super cool, like pre-made decks shipped to him. And they're like he picks out all the cards. He finds like someone pre-organized the deck, and he finds the cards, orders them online, and then to get them the cheaper way, you get them like from a bunch of different people. So we're just like constantly getting a bunch of random envelopes full of cards in our mail. And to me, it's really funny. But it's really exciting because like, oh, what cards did we get? But I have one deck that I built just randomly. Just going through black cards and picking a bunch that I like, including a lot of rodents like rats and stuff. And it's like, it's primarily like vampires and rats, and it's very unoptimized. There's really not a lot of quality. Like, it's not a good deck. It's really random. Rat and vampire deck. But I'm trying to put together a more organized white deck, which I want to have like angels and cats or critters in general, because there's a specific card called Dazzling Angel that it's pretty nice because every time you add a creature to your board, if the Dazzling Angel is on the board, you gain a life. So if you have like a couple angels and then you start putting down these like cheap 1 mana little critter characters or like token characters, you just keep pumping up your life. And I like life gain. I like life gain, and it just makes me, I feel more secure if I give myself a bunch of life. So that was kind of the strategy I have, but I might have to forego the angel and cat focus for that. You should play trading card game card shop simulator, maybe. I play on my own time. I play the grocery store simulator. Rat deck, hamster deck one. I wish I did get the Boo token card because I ended up finding it and I was very excited, which is the hamster token card. But that, I don't know what plays it because it's a token, which means you need another card to play it, and I don't know what card it is that plays it. I can't do card games. I got into Gwent and Witcher 3 and ended up hating it and so much stress. I love Gwent. I love Gwent. It also helps that my brothers told me the exact strat for Gwent, and if you follow that strat, you will just rock every time. You play a lot of Balatro. I've been avoiding it. I feel like I'd probably get too into it. But at the same time, I also don't want to get through the process of like learning it, because it seems like it'd be a pain in the ass to learn. Damn monster sex. I hit E11 on one of my earlier runs. Oh my goodness. Connie absolutely cracked at Balatro. See, I have a hard time saying Balatro because to me, every time I look at it, I see Baltaro. And I don't know why I see Baltaro. Like Balto, the dog from the movie Balto. That's what I see. I see Baltaro. Look at this graffiti. It's intense. That takes some work. Just do Yu-Gi-Oh game like it's magic but worse. Oh my gosh. I think Sergeant said in the Discord, I think Sergeant plays Yu-Gi-Oh, right? Computer game? At a Constellation, hating Chad, Seal Joker, Cavendish, and Brainstorm. Connie, I have no idea what the fuck you just said. I don't know what any of that means. I'm literally like completely out of the loop for Balatro. Like completely. I haven't watched anyone play it. I've just seen people screenshotting their cards and their scores, and I'm like, okay, big number, good job. That's all I can really do. You stream it sometimes? I don't, I'm scared. I'm scared of it. I know that if I get into it, I'm going to be obsessed, and I don't want to be. I really don't want to be. So like, I've been avoiding it intentionally. Because like, Mark put out some videos because he's obsessed with it. And you know, I love Markiplier, and I watch like a lot of his videos. Even if it's like a game I don't really particularly like, I'll still usually watch him play it. But like, I have not watched his Balatro videos because I know it would be a problem for me. It would be an absolute problem for me. What counts as the platform wall? I think, yeah, this counts as the platform wall too, so I gotta clean this. So yeah, no, I've been intentionally avoiding Balatro. And both my brothers are into it. And they're constantly like talking about it in our group chat, and I'm just like, my eyes just like glaze over the messages, and I'm just like, I don't know what you're talking about, my dude. I guess I'm completely this is a different language for me. Did Mark's house burn down? I saw a video he was evacuated. He was evacuated, but his house was okay. He talked about, it was funny because he was talking about how so his area, like his neighborhood and everything, was mostly affected by the windstorm and not the actual fire. So he said there was just like a lot of like knocked over trees and shit everywhere, and he said he was just going up and down the street with a chainsaw, like fucking up all the trees. And I know, like, in real life, it was probably just, he was being a nice guy, and he's like, you know, clean up the trees for everyone, helping out. But in my head, I just imagine Mark like cackling maniacally and like and like chainsaw in hand running down the street like sawing everything, and I just can't help but imagine that. Like, I'm sure he was just doing it out of the kindness of his heart, but to me, I'm just imagining chaos Mark. I've been listening a bit to Distractable podcast. Like, that's been my theme when I have to take a long shower. Like, I'm one of those big babies who's like, I have to take a shower, but I have to like wash my hair and shave, and I have to do all this shit. Like, it takes so long, and I get so annoyed, so I have to like put on like something to listen to while I do it, or else I'm gonna be like a little bitch baby. So I've been listening to the Distractable podcast. And Mark is just pure chaos sometimes. Yeah, the winds are what like causes the fire, right? Like that's what they're saying, is that it was the windstorm that like actually triggered the fire, and then like in turn made the fire even worse. But yeah, no, Mark is pure chaos, and one of the things that he mentioned in the podcast that was just wild to me is they were talking about the order of like making sandwiches. And they were talking about peanut butter jelly sandwiches. And I totally agree with Mark that you should have more peanut butter than jelly. Bob and Wade were saying more jelly than peanut butter, and that's just bullshit. But the thing that got me was Mark was saying that you put the jelly on first so you can lick the knife clean and then use that in the peanut butter. And I'm just like, whoa, you're sticking your spit in the fucking peanut butter? Are you crazy, you dumb bitch? I was like, no. And okay, for me, I do peanut butter first because you can scrape off most of the peanut butter. And if you get a tiny bit of peanut butter and jelly, that's not a big deal to me because I only really use jelly for peanut butter and jelly, and maybe jelly on toast or something like that. But I use peanut butter for more than just peanut butter and jelly. So I don't want any jelly in my peanut butter. But a little bit of peanut butter in my jelly is fine. But even so, if you scrape off the knife good enough, you can get most of the peanut butter off. But no, I would never lick the knife. If I lick the knife, it's going immediately into the sink. I'm not putting that in any food. That's just chaos. That's asking for bacteria. I'm actually like super paranoid about like saliva getting into food that gets stored, because TK is the bacteria. No, I remember, I have like a distinct memory of as a kid being taught that like spit on food breeds bacteria. And so ever since then, I'm like super paranoid about I'm the type of person that will be like freaked out if you take a drink of milk from the carton directly, because to me, you're gonna backwash it and that bacteria is gonna breed in the milk, and I freak out. And TH does that sometimes, and I'm like, no! How could you? Oh no, you're gonna make bacteria in my milk. It's weird because like TH and I both have our like germophobic or like cleaning icks that are they're almost completely different. The only one that I think we agree on is we're both really grossed out by raw meat. Like I hate having to deal with raw meat, and I am constantly washing my hands the whole time I am dealing with raw meat, and he agrees with it. They pump the knowledge that raw meat will make us sick. As we get old, they say meat is better rare. Well, okay, so the thing about like, okay, so raw meat will make you sick. But when it comes to steak specifically, the thing I've always heard, and I've heard this since I was young, like this is not a, like as I got older, I learned this. So the thing with beef is the bacteria is primarily on the outside, so you want to cook that off, and the inside is safe. That's why when it comes to like burgers, they say do not have like medium rare burgers. Have your burgers cooked all the way through, because it's ground beef, which means it's mixing the inside and the outside together. So you can't eat that. That's a risk to eat that like not well done. But honestly, I love me a good medium rare burger. I love me a good medium rare burger. But like with something like chicken, no, you can't have medium rare chicken. That's just not good. You got to cook the chicken all the way through. You got to get that middle to 165. And I know because I've been I got Food Probe, and I will cook chicken in the air fryer. And really, the only way you can tell when you cook chicken in the air fryer is to probe it with like one of those thermometer things. So I had trouble with my chicken yesterday. First of all, it didn't defrost all the way, so it was still a little frozen when I was cooking it. And then like I had to cut it up into chunks, and like the big chunks that are supposed to take longer to cook were cooked through long before the little chunks were. And I'm like, what the fuck? Now, my parents were always well done people, so when I got older, I was like, oh, gotcha. No, I was always taught. I mean, I think when I was like really little, I was just like icked out by like, oh no, it's pink in the middle, that's blood. It's not. So I like wanted well done steak with ketchup, and then as I grew older, I like actually had like a medium rare steak, and I'm like, this is heaven. You mean I was always like, the thing is, as a kid, I would have it like well done, and I hated it. Like I hated steak for a very long time. I thought it was plain and chewy as fuck. And then I actually had it like cooked properly, and it was like not chewy and it had flavor, and I'm like, this is why. Don't well done it. You're paranoid about cooking meat. I understand. I think that's reasonable. Like that's not like a thing that I can really shame someone for. Like if you're like, I prefer the taste of well done meat, like I'll shame you for that. But if you're like, oh, I have it well done because I'm like worried about getting sick, I can't shame you for that. I really can't. That's a reasonable fear to have. I have my own icks, so I completely understand. Oh, I have this ick. Okay, I have to tell you about this. So TH used to be a landscaper. And part of his like training for being a landscaper was learning all about like pesticides and stuff, you know, because you know when you're taking care of the plants and you want to like make sure the bugs don't eat the plants, you got to deal with pesticides and stuff. And so he learned all about like the toxicity and how to handle things safely, what's dangerous, what isn't, you know, that kind of thing. And so when he started like doing like bug care for our house or our apartment, he got this stuff that's like a powder, and I was like, oh, this is a pesticide, this thing kills bugs, I'm scared of it. Like I'm really like when it comes to like cleaners and like toxic things, I get the ick real bad. Like when I clean with things, I'm like so paranoid about like ingesting the cleaner and shit that I like wash my hands super carefully. If it's like a surface where I'm gonna be like preparing food or whatever, I make sure I wash it real good and get all the cleaner off of it. Because I'm really like, when it comes to anything like that, I'm so scared of toxicity and stuff. So he gets this powdery stuff for the bugs, and I'm like, oh no, like that's scary. It's a pesticide. And you're like supposed to put it around the edges, like, because that's where the bugs are, like at the floorboards and the corners and stuff, and around your bed to like kill bed bugs, especially bed bugs and cockroaches, I think is what this one's mostly for. And I'm like so paranoid, and I don't even want to touch it. And TH is just like, this stuff's completely safe. And I'm like, what do you mean? It kills bugs. And he explains that the way this shit works, listen, this is crazy. This shit is like super fine but sharp. And what it does is it like cuts through the waxy cuticles of bugs, like bed bugs and cockroaches, and it cuts through them and makes them bleed and then absorbs their blood and sucks them dry. So it basically just dries them the fuck out to kill them. And he's like, but we don't have waxy cuticles, and it's just like a dust to us. It's not like sharp. So we're safe. It's completely safe for us unless you like inhale a bunch of it. Like you stick your nose straight into it and you inhale. You snort it like cocaine or something. And I'm like, I don't care. I still don't like it. So every time he uses it, I'm just like in the other room, like freaking out. And he's like, why? And I'm like, it's scary to me. And it's just one of the things that gives me the ick. I don't like it. I don't care if it doesn't kill me. The fact that it kills bugs makes me think it's gonna kill me. And so I really don't like it. And he like made me use it one time just to prove to me it was okay. And then I started like coughing and gagging, and I'm like, I'm never using this shit again. You're responsible for it. I don't want it. He used it yesterday, and he walks into my room and I start gagging, and I'm like, I don't know if I'm crazy, but I'm I'm like, oh, I don't like this stuff. Oh, so yeah. That's the thing that freaked me out recently. That gives me the major ick. I need like, oh, maybe I just need to get closer. Yeah, that's it. I just need to get closer. I also have, how do I change? Yeah, let me get the really long boy so I can get right up in there. Right up in your butthole. There's also this cleaner. Oh, actually, there's two stores I have right here. So, my landlord recommended two different cleaners. He said it's just really good for cleaning stuff he's learned. One of them, I feel like an idiot, was vinegar and ammonia. And like every time I used vinegar and ammonia, like he recommended, it felt like I was just cleaning with water. It was just like wiping something down that's wet. It didn't seem to do anything. So I was like, I hate this stuff. Why would he ever recommend it? I mentioned it to my brothers, and Snowbasta says they negate each other. And I was like, wait. I'm like, vinegar is an acid. And he's like, yeah, and ammonia is a base. And I was like, oh my gosh, I was just cleaning with water. They literally negate each other. Vinegar is an acid, ammonia is a base. You mix them together. It's not dangerous, but it just makes it basically like as effective as water. It has no acidity, no base, nothing. So it doesn't do anything. And I'm like, why did my landlord ever recommend this? And then the other thing he recommended was this stuff called Awesome Cleaner. And it's like, thank you for the sub, F10. Sorry, I forgot about your stream and didn't get the notification until now. That's fine. It's my first stream in a while. I'm not shocked. It's like, I kind of threw out the schedule at random. But thank you so much for the subs. That's 33 months. 3-3. That's a good number, 3-3. But yeah, no, this Awesome Cleaner that my landlord recommended is like, it says on the bottle, it's like, this is less toxic and like less like fumey. I think it specifically says it's like, it gives off less fumes than like ammonia-based killers and other like, and like bleach stuff. And that's TH sending me stuff on Facebook, I can guarantee. Anyway. Connie! Connie, is that the first boo of the year? Anyway, so it's stuff that's supposed to be like less fumes and stuff like that. And I use it, as soon as I start using it, I start gagging and hacking and like I can't breathe and it's terrible. And it's like, it's not toxic, it's a safe cleaner, but it makes me gag. So I hate using it, so I stopped using it. And then I'm talking to my therapist and she mentions like, oh yeah, there's this like cleaner called the Awesome Cleaner, but it just makes me gag. And I'm like, me too! So it's not just me. So where do they get off saying that it's less fumey than anything else? Like, I can use ammonia-based cleaners and bleach cleaners and be completely fine, but I use Awesome and I'm like dying. Absolutely horrible. Oh my gosh, she just sent me so many things. Probably cute animals. That's the main thing he sends is cute animals. TH and I sends you to the water zone. What? Water zone? Is that like chalk zone? Chalk. A chalk zone. What was I saying? So TH sends me a lot of birds. And I think I may have talked about this before, but TH thinks that if it weren't for the the two facts that you're saying TH is sending you things, he's sending me to the water zone? What? Apollo? Apollo. Hey, I know this song. The bird. Oh, I love Apollo. Yeah, you're right. It's been a little while, but TH did used to send me a lot of Apollo videos. But yeah, TH sends me a lot of bird videos, and he said if it weren't for the fact that birds poop everywhere, and that they are incredibly noisy, that they would be the perfect pet for me. Lask. Shrock. I guess it's block. Hat. What am I doing? Hat. Easy for you to accidentally become their mate. It's also easy for you to accidentally become their mate. Yeah, don't touch them under their wings. They like that a little too much. I made someone watch Birdemic. It was glorious and horrible. I have not watched Birdemic, but I've watched a few videos talk about it, so I know quite a bit about the like ridiculousness of it, you know? I love the birds. The birds. I love the birds. They look so funny in that movie. And then the fact that this guy just drives around for like half the movie. Like half the movie is just him driving and getting gas. So much worse when you watch it, probably. When you don't have someone like making like funny commentary about it. Main playlist 9 is 4 videos away from 40. Okay, 40. Oh my gosh, it's still too close. I'll try and do a meme reaction stream soon because I have how many playlists now? How many ones? Connie, how many do I have to do? I forget. So you're working on 9 and I have 3 meme, 1 food. So I have 6, 7, and 8. And then I have the 1 food one. Oh my goodness, I have too many things to react to. I'm just gonna have to stop playing video games and just react. I don't think I could ever be a purely reaction streamer though. I have to have my video game streams. And speaking of, I really need to get back into Cyberpunk. I miss Cyberpunk so much. You know, fun fact about this song. It was my first outro song when I did just YouTube. I used it for quite a while. I was a big fan of it. And it was... So it was my the outro song that I used on my videos. I've swapped them out when I was just doing YouTube. I would switch out my outro music every so often. But this was the first one I used, and that's why I ended up deciding to use it for my streams. Did you get the stream deck set up? I have not gotten it set up yet. I would say that I haven't had time to, but in all honesty, I haven't had the mentality to. My brain in the last couple weeks has been nothing but a ball of stress and anxiety. And so doing anything, like I've been struggling I've been trying to primarily focus on working out and cleaning because I want to get back into doing regular chores. And so anything else beyond that has been so hard for me to wrap my brain around. Oh, thank you. I appreciate F10. I missed a message. Did you hear about the latest update? Latest update on what? I found you on YouTube many, many years ago. I can't believe that there are some of you, like... it blows my mind. It's currently your intro song. Yeah, it's currently my intro song. It was originally my outro song. But it's still... It blows my mind to think that some of you have been here since my YouTube days. Like, wow. That's so crazy. It's impossible. Like, I can't even believe it. Like, I'm just like, nah, you bitches lying. Yo bitches be lying. Since your old model? Oh no, Connie, I used to not even have a VTuber model. I used to only, like, when I first got my VTuber model, I was doing Twitch. At that time, but I used to just do YouTube, no model. I miss a little old school TK screaming at Raven home. But no, like I started out like I wanted to be a YouTuber for a long time, but I just did not have the like resources to do it. And so I just did no face cam, no model, nothing on YouTube Let's Plays. I couldn't stream because I had bad internet. So I just like when I would record a video and then I would let it upload all night because it would literally take all night to upload. So while I was asleep, I would just let it upload. The one that was always in the corner of your thumbnails. Yeah, the original. So my first model was based off of, how do I explain this? I had a character design for a while, but I didn't have a model. I found you from your Markiplier in space reaction. I think that's a lot of people seem to have found me at that point, which was really early on in my streaming career. That was like the first thing I did after my debut. I think it was like 5-6 years ago. Okay, yeah, so that would have been before I had a model. Like, I mean, I had a character, but I didn't have a like VTuber model. I wasn't a VTuber at the time because I didn't actually like animate it. My first video was July 2017. Ah! Dude, that's crazy. Oh my gosh. I can't believe I've been doing it this long. And like, I know I'm not very consistent. We were 14 then. Baby Connie! Baby Connie! I was fresh out of college. So I've probably talked about it before, but my last semester, my graphic design class project was designing my YouTube channel, like designing the character, doing the graphic design, all of that stuff. And then once I graduated, so it was the end of the summer after I graduated. That was July. So throughout summer, I was kind of like throwing it all together, kind of getting it ready. And then yeah, it was around the end of summer. Or midsummer, I guess, technically, if it was July. I actually did it. And for a while there, I was really consistent. Like, for a while, I was uploading 5 times a week. But I was also doing, like, much shorter videos. But I eventually, like, I could not keep up with that. It was really hard, but I was consistent for a while. I at least posted every week for a long time. Yeah, TK getting married was a trip. I was listening to this Disabled Good. Then she disappeared, got on Twitch, and she was married. Like, damn, she got busy. Yeah, that was part of what my hiatus was about. My personal life kind of got a little busier as I was getting more serious, and I was starting to like plan a wedding and shit like that. And so I had to like step back. And then once I was married and I moved into the apartment with my husband, I had the internet and I could stream, which I always wanted to do, streaming more than YouTube, like let's plays, pre-recorded let's plays. I always wanted to do streaming way more. I actually, should I be putting this out here? You know what? Fuck it. Fuck it. I'm gonna say it. I used to stream way back before I had like any of my YouTube channel, anything like that. I did a couple little streams here and there. I did like art streams, like when I was a teenager, when that was like brand new. I did like some art streams. There was a time when you could stream movies and you wouldn't get in trouble. I used to do that. I played some games here and there. I've done stuff like this for a long time, since like it was the beginning of the thing of doing it. But it didn't become an official thing until after college. Then I was like actually sitting down, like I'm gonna make this like a legit thing that I focus on. But yeah, so yeah, BRB game. Yep, livestream.com. You are correct. Livestream.com. So you're saying TK has always been a reaction streamer? I did video games. I think I mostly did video games and art. I would usually do the movies if I was like talking with a friend online and we're like, hey, you want to watch this movie? And they're like, yeah, let's just, like, you didn't have Discord where you could like stream your screen or whatever. So you would just like, you would go on livestream.com and you would stream the movie and watch it with them. But primarily when I did do stuff, I was more of like a art and gamer kind of person. I remember streaming Happy Wheels. I streamed Happy Wheels. I streamed Galgun. I think I streamed Kingdom Hearts at one point. But then, like I said, once I graduated college, my parents moved out to a place that had really bad internet. I missed a message. Do you know that Charles Dickens had a son he named Plorn? Plorn? What? That's a funny name. I like that. I want a pet named Plorn now. Oh, but what was I saying? Oh yeah, but so yeah, I did a lot of little streamings here and there. I did Galgun. Did I say I did Galgun? I streamed Galgun for a while. He then sent Plorn to an Australian outback, to the Australian outback. The fuck? Is that real? Are you setting up a joke? Or are you being legit? Internet is for Plorn. Yeah, I'm not gonna lie, that's where my brain went too. TK has been in the closet for a long time. I mean, real. His real name was Edward Dickens, but everyone called him Plorn. He has a Wikipedia page. Okay. What is this sound? Oh, video. Okay, video paused. Okay, there we go. I thought it was in the video. I think it was in the game, but it was weird. But no, the video paused. Should play Galgun again. Show us how to hit the ladies. Dude, you know how long I was like, yeah, I think girls are super attractive and like, you know, maybe I'd like to give them a little kissy or something, but I'm not bi or anything, no. His original, what? His original nickname was Mr. Plornish Maroon Tick. Is this a joke? I'm looking this up. You're pulling my pulling my leg. You said his name was Edward Dickens. Okay, his nickname was Plorn. But was it? I need proof that it was that full name. I just find it funny, even as young TK, she was thirsty as heck for me. I was one of those like little bitches who like had a crush on like Shigo and shit and was like, but I still like boys. So like it's not like I actually have a real crush on the pretty ladies. I'm like, I was a little kid and I'm just like, wow, women are so pretty and I love to look at them. I like looking at them even more than I like looking at men, but I'm still straight. My head is hurting just from learning this Plorn lore. Oh, he did move to Australia. Wait, where is his, okay, I need proof that his full nickname, okay? I don't see that here. I don't see that. Yeah, definitely straight. Yes, yeah, I was definitely straight. Thank you for the gifted sub, Lazy! I implore you to read more. Oh, that's bad. I need to know, like, I need proof that his full nickname was whatever that heck was. TH should watch out, not for handsome men, but for pretty ladies. Oh, he knows. He absolutely knows. No, and he will show me pretty ladies. All the time. Like, so because he because he goes online, he of course runs into many pretty ladies, thirst traps, because they're all over. And whenever he sees them, he shows me. And he's like, is that what you want? And I'm like, yes. One of his other kids was nicknamed Chicken Stalker. That's cool. I want to be Chicken Stalker. Here's a picture of Plorn with a big gun. Very long gun. Very long gun. Wait, I don't know, this is wild. My wife left me for a woman. To be fair, she was pretty as heck, though. You see, the thing... So, I mentioned it earlier. TH is not a jealous man at all. Like, he's very, very secure in, like... He's not one to be, like... I don't know. Like I said, we'll literally go on VR chat together, and I will flirt with other people, mostly women, and he's completely fine with it. He will show me other pretty women and be like, you want that, right? And I'm like, yeah. He's just completely fine with it. I think part of it too is that he's just secure and his independence. So like, if I ever like left him for someone else, he wouldn't even care. Like, I mean, yeah, he'd be upset that like I left, but at the same time, I think he'd just be like, well, I can live without her. Like, that sounds bad, but that's just the way he is. I don't know how to explain it without making him sound bad, but it's just the way he is. He's very secure in like himself and his independence, and like I think he would be more like just like, well, fine, you bitch, you know? Oh no. Anyway, like he hated all of his kids. That's probably why he named one of them Plorm. Oh sure, but if you get an IRL pretty lady making moves on you, 0. I don't know. I'm trying to think. So, the thing is, I'm not really one to attract a lot of attention. I'm very, like, introverted and, like, I don't really, like, go out much or anything. So, I don't really attract a lot of attention anyway. But I think if even, like, a pretty woman or a handsome man or anyone came up to me and was, like, flirting with me, I still don't think TH would give a damn. Or someone who can cook. Well, TH can cook. He cooks better than me. That's why I say, so I'll be honest, I'm very dependent, and I know it's bad. I am a very dependent person. I am not very good at the thought of like losing someone. So like I want to die before TH because I think he would have an easier time dealing with the loss of me than I would dealing with the loss of him. So I should be the first one to die. It's just practical. Do you see the egg fried rice? Heck yeah, it was delicious looking. I'm not very good at the thought. I am not very good at the thought. But no, I am honestly a very dependent person. I am very cleany. And like I'll be very annoying sometimes. Like I'll be like, I'm a cat. So like I've mentioned this before. I am a cat. Normally you seem like a cat in TH, like a dog, but here it's flipped around. Absolutely. But like I'm also like a cat here because like, yes, I'm cleany, but only on my own terms. And I won't beg for attention. What I'll normally do is I'll do the cat thing where I'll like, he's like sitting at his computer and the bed's right next to his desk. So I'll like lay in the bed and I'll just like stare at him and I'll just like be like, you know, like a cat. Where it's just like, I'm just like staring at him like, get the idea. I want you to pay attention to me. Why aren't you paying attention to me? Like, I won't say or do anything. I'll just stare at him. And I'll just be like, why aren't you paying attention to me? Meanwhile, TH isn't much for affection, but one way he does like affection is belly rubs. He loves belly rubs. So TK is bad woman shame. The thing is, as much as like I need attention, I also hate asking for it. So like, I'll just be like, I don't know how, I'll be like trying to incept it into his brain in some way so that he realizes I want attention without me asking for it, because I feel bad asking. I know it's not the best and I should just communicate and be open about my needs, but listen, I'm a people pleaser. I'm not good with expressing my own needs and desires. Like, one way that like I've noticed a huge difference between TH and I is if he asks me to do something, I will do it. Like, almost all the time. It's very rare I will ever say no. Even if I want to say no, it's hard for me to say no. I'll just like, he's like, hey, can you do this for me? And I'm like, sure. But then like, if I ask him to do something, he's usually more willing to be like, hey, no, I can't right now. I'm busy. Or if he does like a chore, if I do a chore, I'll do it like by myself and I won't ask for help. But if he does a chore, he'll ask for help with little things like, you know, oh, hey, I'm busy with this. Can you go grab that for me? Meanwhile, I'm like trying to juggle everything at once because I don't like asking for help, but he is very willing to set up boundaries and say no, and very willing to ask for help when he needs it. I'm not. I'm so bad at that. So then I end up just juggling so much, and then I'm like stressed out, and I'm like, I just need to learn how to ask for help and say no. He knows how to do that, so I should be able to do it, you know? Why do I feel so bad when he does it? So I'm trying to work on setting boundaries and like asking for help and shit like that, but it's hard. It's really hard. Coffee. I swear I've seen you before. Holding your shoes in your hands, running out that door. And you are nothing, but you say you wanna dance. And you're worrying how you'll end up in the wrong hands. Hey TK, I'm spinning you. No! Stop! Stop spinning me! I wish I knew how to spin my model. I don't know how. Cause I've seen people do it before where they'll like spin their model upside down. I don't know how to do that. Get spun, get spun. No! Hello there. Hi, Zippy. You another VTuber? Nice to meet you. How you doing today? It's nice to see you. My name is TK. I am primarily like gaming and like maybe reaction VTuber. I like talking with people. I like doing that. That's what I like to do. You got to ask for help. I mean, you're actually disabled. I know, that's the thing, is like, despite me literally being disabled, I'm still like, oh, well, I can do like all the chores and everything. Like, I mean, not all the chores, but like I can do like, I can take care of everything by myself. That's totally fine. And then I'm like, no, I can't. And then I'm like, but I don't want to ask for help. Does your model have legs? Oh yeah, my model absolutely has legs. You want to see him? You want to see him? Look at that. I got whole body. Look at me. I'm on the gun. I'm on the spray washer gun. But yeah, I've seen people like spin their models so that their like feet go in the air, and I don't know how people do that. I don't know. I am unfamiliar with how to do that. Ladies. It's so funny because, like, I think TH was reading, like, a Reddit thing where, like, it was like, straight men, what do you find, like, do you find, like, spin with a fine, like, neuro. Yes. What do you find, like, super attractive? Do you like the lingerie, and stuff like that? And they're like, apparently the consensus was that straight men, when it comes to, like, women and what they wear, more than lingerie, they like, oversized, like, shirts and stuff, and, thigh highs. And I'm like, you, what now? What? What? Is Twitch gonna ban me? Because this is apparently sexier than lingerie? What? And you know what? That's fine. Lingerie can be uncomfy, I'm not gonna lie. This is comfy. I wouldn't be surprised if the spinning is a action in V2 Studio or something. Oh, it might be. Stupid sexy TK. Haha. You know, when I, so if you look at my old, like, design for my character, the outfit is a little different. It is a hoodie, but it's not oversized, and there's jeans and, like, boots. But when I made my VTuber model, I was like, I want to make something a little cuter and more attractive. And so I went with what I found attractive, which is oversized hoodie and thigh highs. And then apparently that's more sexy than lingerie. So you know what? Fine. Fine. You know, at least I'm not showing off my hips. That's a bannable offense on Twitter now. I mean, not Twitter, Twitch. Wait, are you a separate thing? Did I? Okay, that air vent is good. Oh, this pillar's not done. How is this pillar not done? Oh, there we go. There we go. Alright, that's done. That's done. What about this air vent? The air vent is done. Okay. Also, apparently not. No, it was always a thing. They just clarified it, and now people are acting like it's new. Okay. It's just weird, because, like, I swear there's so many, like, VTubers who would have, like, swimsuits and stuff. And they wouldn't have it, like, I think the rule is, like, you have to have, like, some sort of themed background or whatever. But people never had themed backgrounds when they had their swimsuits, and they didn't get banned before. Could you make yourself bigger and sway side to side for me? No reason. I mean, okay, I don't know why you would want that. I don't know, like, yeah, okay. Are you happy now? Hey, TK, I'm stealing your shoelaces. Not my shoelaces! They were gifted to me by the president. Not to mention the hot tub and swimming pool streams. Nice. I think, I mean, yeah, the thing is, like, apparently if you're a VTuber, and you want to have, like, a swimsuit model, you can have, like, if you have, like, a background that's, like, a beach or a swimming pool or a hot tub, then it's fine. But if it's not themed for that, then it's not fine. Thank you so much for the gifted sub. Lazy. So generous this stream. Yeah, if you label your stream as sexually sensitive content and whatever and go in tubs and pools, then you're fine. Usually. Yeah. No pores in chat. But yeah. No, I understand that. Like, I'm not gonna be... I mean, I still think it's a little silly. Because it does seem like they're a little bit harsher on, like, VTubers. And I've noticed in general, that's been a thing people have talked about for a while, is that Twitch does seem to be more strict when it comes to, like, anime-style stuff. It's a little silly when there are, like, live action streams where people are wearing swimsuits and they aren't, like, in a theme It's just, hey, they're in swimsuits. But I don't know. Said it was because AI has a better, I know we mentioned it. Always does oopsie daisy. Okay. People be hating on the anime. He said it was a gray area and people always try and push the rules, so they gotta draw the line somewhere. I know people, I don't know. I think to me, I think to me that as long as it's like, I don't know. I think hips is just weird for either anime or live action. I think censoring hips is a little weird. I understand censoring other parts, but like hips to me is like a little weird. Like I don't know. To me, it's like, I guess you could see how that's a little sexual, but at the same time, it's just, I don't think it is. It's like the just like getting really specific about what body parts are considered sexual. And it's like, if it's not the sexual parts of the body, then I don't really understand. People are going to fetishize anything and everything. True. Ankles, feet, you know, stuff like that. I've seen a lot of VTubers go, oh no, I got banned on Twitch, hates VTubers, and the stream is like booba everywhere. And the hips, I guess if they don't say, then people will, feet, yeah. No, I understand, like, yeah, getting banned for, like, you know, tons of boobage and stuff, I understand. I think there's definitely, a line that can be crossed there. Like, I think just having like cleavage should be fine. I don't think cleavage itself is bad, but if you're really putting it in people's face, that's another thing. But just like having your character have kind of like a low cut top and not like putting it in people's face, I think that's fine. And there is a double standard between VTubers and IRL streamers. I got recommended a stream where the real man was doing straight up sexual ASMR roleplay. Cleavage is fine, they mention it. Yeah, but I think if you're like straight up putting it in people's faces, that's a problem. But yeah, it does seem like a lot of IRL streamers get a lot more freedom. And I'm not saying I think the IRL streamers, if like the VTubers are gonna get that, then the IRL streamers should do it. Should get those same rules. But I don't know. Dan also said that it was tricky because ASMR can be both. How do we fetishize TK's ears? They're hamster ears. You can't fetishize hamster ears. Like how often do you see like people's fursuits be like hamsters? It's usually like wolves and stuff like that. It's cats. Like those I see people fetishize, but I don't know if I've ever seen anyone fetishize a hamster. Don't correct me on this. I do not want to see fetishized hamsters. So the government wants you to believe, the hamster government. Okay, give me a second. The sun's beaming on my monitor. I gotta close the curtains. You really see dead-eyed TK for a second. Ah, what fell? Okay, I'm back. What messages did I miss? My theory is that AI is better at recognizing stuff because it's anime compared to IRL, which can be much more difficult to interpret what the fuck is going on. Okay, okay, that makes sense. If that does make a little bit more sense. I'm gonna correct you on this. Hamster what now? Oh no, she fell. Imagine it not being 2028. Wait, what's 2028? Oh, I'm sorry. It's your best guess. No, I understand. That's a good theory. It's a good theory. I think it's pretty reasonable. Oh, it's 8:28. Oh, it's not 8:28 for me. 8:28 p.m. in freedom time. Oh yeah, what? Yeah, it's 2:28 for me. I know I put my schedule as Eastern time, but I'm actually Central time. As I mentioned earlier, I live a little bit from Chicago, a little bit of ways, but not like. So I'm in the Central area zone. It's 3:30 p.m. here. Okay. Hey, TK, I'm stealing your ears. Oh, no, not my ears. No, not my ears. Wait, I have a thing for this. No? Oh, I broke everything. I broke everything. No. I don't have a theme for this. I think I just... Oh, shoot. I broke it. I broke it. I don't remember anything. I thought I had a toggle to turn off my ears, but I don't remember what it is. I have lost control of my toggles, which is probably where the Steam Deck is going to be super useful. You're on Threads. I am not on Threads. Is that tied to your Facebook? Because I have a personal Facebook, and I am not sharing my personal Facebook. I am on Twitter. But Twitter is garbage. Instagram, I swear I saw you somewhere, but anyway. No, again, Instagram, personal. Get a blue sky. I think I will get a blue sky. I just wonder, like, I'm not too familiar how the main thing I like using my Twitter for, there's two things I use for my Twitter for. And that is looking at cute animals and memes, and like posting my streams. And I don't know what how the VTuber community is on Blue Sky. Is anyone familiar with like the VTuber community on Blue Sky? Is that a good place to like advertise your streams and stuff? Because if so, I'm very active. Okay, if so, I will absolutely make a Blue Sky. Because I've been wanting to go over there anyway. Honestly, I'm so sick of Twitter. Like, I have tried so hard to coordinate it to be like all cute animals and memes, and even so, things slip through the cracks, and I'm just like, I don't want to see this! Why is this here? It's way more active and you tend to get better interaction. Oh, that's good. Ina's Blue Sky has no algorithm, you create your own. Oh, interesting. I'm curious how that works. See, if I can just make it all cute animals and memes, I'll be happy. I use a website that takes VTuber and puts in chronological order and delete the For You pager. The For You page. Okay, gotcha. See, one of the things that's really been getting on my nerves, back when on Facebook, I got so frustrated when they introduced the algorithmic feed. Yeah, like, I've been on Facebook a little bit more recently, mostly to look at, like, memes and stuff to send to my husband. But, like, I don't really see, like, any of my friends' posts. It's all just, like, recommended posts. I don't see anybody, like, that I know. I would have to show you pics to properly explain to you, but unfortunately Twitch chat does not support images. Understood. I insisted on using the chronological feed back when you actually had that option. Yeah, that option's long gone. No following feed? I would imagine there is one. Maybe somewhere on Facebook. Maybe it's just not the, maybe they don't make it super easy because they want you to see the, like, the suggested stuff. People say on Insta it was gone, but no, it's not. Oh, yeah, they probably just hide it. Oh, lazy. It's for you. You have to click on the Insta icon to the upper left. Gotcha. Okay. Well, maybe I'll find that on Facebook, but yeah. I see, the thing is, I was always okay with the For You stuff on Twitter because it usually was pretty accurate to the stuff that I want. But like I said, there's still stuff that like slips through in the algorithm that I don't like. The thing that's really been getting me recently is I follow a lot of like, and this isn't necessarily like slipping through the algorithm because I'm seeing the posts that I want. That is, I follow a lot of like disabled people who have similar illnesses and problems as me, and I see them post about like, you know, like giving advice, raising awareness, that kind of stuff. But then I see like under their posts and stuff like people being like legitimately ableist, and it pisses me off. And I'm like, I don't want to see this shit. so it's like, you have to be careful, like, when you look into the comments. Like, you're gonna see people being, like, giving helpful advice, and then you're gonna see people being assholes. So it's like, ugh! You have to click on the Insta icon. Oh, yeah. Oh, I figured out how to flip your model. How do you do that? I don't mind YouTube's recommendations, but 95% of my YouTube viewing is done from the sub list. The YouTube, I have, like, no issue with my YouTube recommendations. Sometimes I will, sometimes on YouTube, I will get videos that are straight up, like hating on things that, like, I watch videos about a thing that I like, and then YouTube will recommend, like, videos saying how shitty that thing is, and it's like, clearly I like this thing, so I'm not gonna watch a hate video on it, so I don't know why you're recommending this to me, but that's about as worse as it gets. You record and flip your model, it gets saved as an animation, and then use a hotkey. Oh! Okay, I might have to do that sometime so I can flip. That sounds fun. I don't think I have any, like, animations and stuff saved for my model. It's mostly just, like, item scenes. I'm mostly recommended on YouTube. A mix of stuff, not all good. I thought you were saying you were mostly recommended on YouTube. Not, I didn't realize you didn't finish your sentence. I was like, oh, you're mostly recommended on YouTube? Ooh, okay, this is a very big map. I've been using YouTube for a decade or more, so my recommendations good. I've been using YouTube since, like, basically its conception. But I did make a new account back when I was like 18, but that's the account I've been using since. So, like, over a decade now. That would be, what, 12 years? I had a different account before then, but I made a new one because I basically did a whole, like, scrub of my online personality because of friendship drama. I won't get into it, but friendship drama. I am an old grandma. I am a hag. So yeah, I have, and the thing is, eventually, like, YouTube did the thing where it's like, oh, you have the branded account and you have the personal account. I don't use the personal account. I just use the branded account primarily, but I use the personal account for YouTube Music. So I actually have two separate my mixes that I'll listen to. One that's on YouTube when I'm at my computer, and one that's on YouTube Music when I use my phone or my speaker. So I have two separate mixes, and I'm like, okay, which one am I in the mood for today? I do watch politics, so I really have learned what is good and what is fake the hard way. I don't watch a whole lot of politics. My husband is way more into politics, so he's got his own, like, source of, like, people that he knows are, like, good and trustworthy and stuff that he'll watch. I just kind of, I don't really watch much politics or anything like that. I think there's this one channel I am subbed to that I haven't watched in years. I think they originally did more goofy videos, and they've gotten more, like, philosophical and political, but I just don't watch them. I should probably unsub to them. The thing is, I'm subbed to so many channels that I've been subbed to for years, and I hardly ever unsub. Let me look up a count of my subs. Give me a second. How many subs do I have? How many people am I subbed to? Where can I see my sub count? How do I see my sub count? Does anyone know how to look at your sub, like, how many people you're subbed to? Because I don't remember. Yeah, on my YouTube. How do I see, like, the count of how many people I'm subbed to? Your guess is 2,000? Like that better. There's, like, manage, but it just shows everybody in a line without saying how many there are. It just says all subscriptions. How do I see this? Oh my gosh, I'm seeing so many people I like don't even watch and they don't post anymore and Connie! Dude, when was the last time she posted? Oh my gosh. And her? I forgot about her. You see this shit? You see this shit? This is what happens. I just sub and I never unsub. You know what? I think I can check on my TV. If you'll give me 2 seconds, I can go check on my TV. I think it says all your subs on the TV. Give me a sec. All right, I have it. Lazy, you're way overestimating. Anybody have any guesses? I will say, Lazy is very overestimating at 2,000. It's still ridiculous, though. Yep, 560. I have 560 subs. And like most of them don't even post anymore. Like I was just scrolling through and I kept seeing channel after channel of like I haven't seen them post a video in so long. And that's part of the reason why like I don't unsub is because like I don't see them post. And so I don't like think, oh, I need to unsub from them or whatever. So they just sit there dead in my subs. A relic of what they once were. And then there'd be okay, the thing is, so F10, I know you'll go to your subs and you'll end up like putting a lot of the videos in like your watch later and stuff. And you'll go through like one by one, like, oh yes, I'll put this in my watch later, etc. This is my problem. I go into my subs and I scroll through really fast and like just pick the videos that stick out to me. That like they're thumbnails of people that I recognize. And like if I see like thumbnails like I have a few channels like Games Done Quick that I'm still subbed to even though I don't watch them. And they'll post like shit tons of videos in a row and I'll just scroll past them because they all have the same thumbnail. And so I ignore most of what's in my sub box and just pick out the videos I really care about. If I ever get near say 110, then I unsub for a few. That's like me when I have a full like page. Like if I have apps on my phone, I have my apps on pages. So like if I get full pages, if I install an app, I will uninstall an app just to make sure I don't have one extra in another page. I want to have clean pages. But then I'll have times where I'll just like mass delete a bunch of apps I never use anymore and then it completely throws me off. Okay, recording and spending, no working. We'll search for other ways. Okay, I appreciate it. I go in phases and stuff I'm into. I think I go into like phases of like who I want to watch. So like I'll watch like if there's a YouTuber I really like and I'm like into them at the time, I will watch every video that they post out. And then eventually I'll grow out of like watching what they post and I'll go on to my next like interest. And then maybe I'll go back to watching old YouTube. Like I'll be going through my subs and I'll see someone be like, oh, I haven't watched their videos in a while. I should watch their newest video. And yeah, I understand. My subs are a mess too. And I'll be in like my current like fixation will be like miniatures. So I'll sub to all the cool miniature people. And then, hi there, I would ask if you would clean my caravan, but I already know what your answer is. The uncanny Franny. And then like I'll get out of my Caldera City subway system was built using over 16 million bricks. That's a lot of bricks. And then I'll get into my next phase, which is like I'm interested in a certain game, so I'll watch people play that game and then I'll sub to them. If you were to pile them up top to tail, they would extend a staggering 2,137 miles into the Earth's atmosphere. Oh my goodness. And so then I'll sub to them and then I'll never watch them again. That's only a tantalizing 236,718 miles short of the moon's surface. It's like when TK posts, I almost forgot about her. Aww. I'm sad. But yeah, no, absolutely. And that's where I kind of like the recommendeds, because then it's like the recommendeds know what I'm currently into, so then I can be in my hyperfixation and without having to sub. But then I'll notice my hyperfixation will die and my recommendeds are still just that, all just that hyperfixation. And then I'm like, now nothing in my recommended I want to watch because I'm over that hyperfixation. And that happens a lot. There's gonna be a train that just goes by here and crushes me. TK, stop being hyper chill. No, I can't. I'm very bad at that. The thing is, like, I am a hyper person. Like, it's funny because, like, physically, I have fatigue. I'm exhausted all the time, but my personality is like, go, 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 go. It's very hard for me to relax and chill out. Like, that's another way TH and I are very different. TH is a very chill dude. Like, he'll have his moments of being hyper, but he's like super chill. And he's just like, calm down. And I'm like, I can't. And then of course I get hyperfixations like crazy. Like, I always have something that I'm just super focused on. And that's all I can like, that's all I can do. That's all I can think about. That's all like, I get into it. And then it'll turn off. Like, I get obsessed with something and then I'll be immediately like off obsessed. Like, I'll just stop. And then I have to find my next hyperfixation to give me the dopamine I need. And that just happens over and over and over again. That's just my cycle. There's like never anything that consistently makes me get the dopamine. I have to find the new thing that gives me the dopamine. Right now, it's Disney Dreamlight Valley and Rapunzel's Tangled Adventure, which I didn't get to do it all yesterday, which makes me very upset. And maybe Magic. Magic might be up there too. There's usually a couple different things. Yeah, that's where I'm thankful for my low energy personality. My chronic fatigue doesn't clash too hard with it. Oh gosh, yeah, no, I absolutely, like, when my chronic fatigue is like flaring up and I like can only lay in bed, I'm just like, I'm stressing out because I'm like, I want to do more. I hate this. I hate this. That's why I've been trying really hard not to immediately like bed rot, because like as tired as I may be, I know I'm just gonna hate it. And then I'll probably regret it afterwards. Me, it depends. When tired, comfy, but full of energy, be hyper. That's just internalized workaholism. That's true. I do absolutely have internalized workaholism. But like, even for me, well, okay. So like a lot of times, I don't know. Because I'll even be like not productive, but as long as I'm doing something, I still feel like that's better than laying in bed. Even if it's just like I'm playing video games or I'm watching YouTube. I still feel like that's better than laying around doing nothing. But of course, yeah, I usually feel guilty if I don't like get one chore done, or, you know, that's the thing is I've been trying to get one chore done a day and I feel really bad if I don't get a chore done. But yeah, I don't really get the tired comfy. I don't get comfy. Comfy is not a thing that's possible for me. You know what? There's one time I can be comfy, and that is when I wake up and I'm snuggling my stuffed animals and I don't want to get out of bed. That's as comfy as I can get. It's not very comfy, but it's as comfy as I can get. Just a reminder, time you enjoy wasting is not wasted time. That is a very good wisdom. That is a very good wisdom. Something I need to do is I need to find some time to set aside to work on my my graphic update for my stream and everything. And I also I didn't say anything, so I posted on Twitter that I applied for a job, and I didn't say anything, but I did not get the job. I emailed them last week and they told me that they were not going to hire me. So I need to go back into trying to find something. But oh boy, is finding something that works when you're disabled and homebound is very hard. Because, you know, there'll be the people who will be like, oh, you're disabled. What do you mean you need disability? Just work from home. And it's like, it's not that easy. First of all, finding a work from home job is not easy. And second of all, finding one that has flexible enough like hours and is willing to give you time off as needed is basically impossible. So it's rough, but I need to try and look. I need to make an effort, even if it takes me a while, as long as I'm like keeping my peepers out there, at least I'm trying, you know? I'm honestly proud of myself for even applying for that first job. But, yeah, it's really hard, like, trying to find something to actually, like, a job that's going to actually work for you when you're disabled. I'm proud of you too, TK, for putting yourself out there. Aw, thank you. I appreciate it. And you know, of course too, like, especially because like, I was applying for a graphic design job, so like most of what goes behind a graphic design job is like you showing off your work and them either liking your work or not liking your work. So the fact that they didn't pick me makes me think, oh no, they didn't like my work. They don't like my graphic design, and that makes me feel bad. Again, if you do get a job, you basically achieved the impossible. It's true. Ooh, this sounds good. What is this one called? Dead of Night. I think I may have used this for a Halloween outro one time. Yeah, the thing is like, I don't... Like, if I could just get something, just to add like a little bit of extra income to help myself and TH out, mostly myself. TH has basically said like, hey, I can handle the main, I can handle like all the main income stuff. As long as you can handle your own stuff, that's great. So if I can get a little extra just to help out in some way, that would be poggies, but like, it's so difficult. Or your particular skill set or style wasn't what they were looking for. I suppose so, that too. Yeah, because, you know, honestly, disability doesn't give me a whole lot. The main thing with disability and why I wanted it to begin with was because of the insurance benefits. Because, y'all, for my POTS, the medication I take for my POTS is several $1,000s a month. Several $1,000s for my medication. I can't do that. I need insurance. So like, that was the main thing I needed. But you know, it's kind of hard to cover expenses when you're not making money. I have the same for Xan injections for nasal. Oh, I'm sorry. I'm so sorry. I don't know how to say that. But yeah, no, shit can be so expensive and it's ridiculous. It's ridiculous. So yeah, like, insurance is an absolute necessity. And like, the thing is like, maybe I could get insurance through my husband's work, but the cost of that would, one, I think he calculated it'd be like $1,000 a month for me. Added on. And then on top of that, like, would they even cover the medication? Probably not. You know how shitty insurance can be when it comes to denying shit. And like, it's a saucy subject. It's absolutely a saucy subject. And, you know, making sure that you actually can get what you need is really hard. And, like, I'm terrified right now because my prescription insurance changed. So I don't know what's going to happen. They could very well decide, hey, we're not going to cover that anymore. I am a very saucy TK. Like, I will not hide the fact that I fucking think that insurance companies are ass. I will not hide that fact. That is not even a controversial thing to really talk about, you know? It's a little saucy, but it's not controversial. I think everybody can agree insurance companies suck. They absolutely suck. So, like, you know, as saucy of a subject as it may be, it's certainly not controversial. And yeah, I've been struggling with this shit for a long time. I was on my parents' insurance for a while. And I had to fight them for a lot of medications. I had to go on like patients assistance programs and stuff like that, to get what I needed. So, you know, it's nice to have an actual helpful insurance. Medicare and Medicaid are pretty poggies. And I'll make a controversial opinion right here. I think more people should have it. Whether you want to take that in any way, shape, or form, I think more people should have it. Anyway, that's as controversial as I'm going to get right now. It's really good insurance, and it helps me a bunch. Like, dude, my medications are so fucking expensive. And, like, I could be hospitalized. I'm a filthy commie, right? And, like, I could go to the hospital for, I could go to the hospital for, like, collapsing and hitting my head and getting a, concussion. And if I didn't have insurance, that would be super fucking expensive, you know? You got to go, Zippy? Did I get too controversial? I'm sorry, am I scaring you away from my controversial hot takes? But no, it was nice meeting you. Hope to see you again. Have a good day. But anyway, yeah, now I wanted to work on spinning VTuber editing and supper coming up. Okay, yeah. Okay, you have a good time. Hope to see you around again, and I hope you have a wonderful, wonderful weekend. It was great meeting you. Goodbye, Zippy. Yeah, there's a woman I follow on Twitter who really reignited my fear in me. She has POTS, and she recently collapsed, and she got some serious problems, like from slamming her face into like a countertop or something like that, and like it was graphic. Like, she was like, you know, don't look, like, this is graphic. And then when she showed it, it was like her face was all busted up. And like, I don't think she had a concussion, but I think she's dealing with an infection now from the injuries and everything. And I think it fucked up her teeth a little bit. And it's just like, yeah, that's a big risk with POTS. Like, yeah, POTS isn't life-threatening, but like, you can really get fucked up by it if you just have an episode and collapse at a really bad time. you could get like a concussion and permanently make your POTS worse. So it could just be like a never-ending cycle of just like making it worse and worse until you absolutely can't move. Yeah, it sucks. It's not good. But yeah, no, I've been doing pretty good with my POTS though. Keeping up the exercise is really helpful. I'm gonna be more positive now. Exercising has been helping build up strength, build up endurance. I still have my episodes. I had a really bad day Sunday. I could barely walk. It was a bad day. But I just overdid it way too much the first time. I'm sorry, every time you say POTS, I hear cleaning of pots. No, I don't blame you. People get so confused when I say I have POTS, and they're like, "What?" I think sometimes people hear me say I have POTS, and they think I say I have pot. And they think I have weed, and I'm like, no. That's why I always have to, like, when I say it, I have POTS. I have postural orthosag tachycardia syndrome. I just immediately like go into the full name, just to let them know that I'm talking about an illness and not pots and pans or weed. I am not cool enough for weed. You know, it's not. Okay, I'll be honest. You should add POTS to get a canned response about it. Oh, I should, actually. I should. But no, so like, I'll be honest, I'm not cool enough for weed. I've never done it, but I would like to. I would like to try it. Not gonna lie. But the thing is that there are some studies that show if you have any sort of mental health problems, it can potentially make it much, much worse for you. Whether it's the trip or the after effects, it could even permanently make your mental health worse. Is that something I really want? Not really. Obviously, you have a collection of clay pots. Oh, yeah. And then every once in a while, Link comes in and just goes, yeah, and throws it against the wall and gets rupees from them. And I'm like, son of a bitch. I have to get more fucking clay pots now. Fuck you, Link. Oh boy, we're at the 2-hour mark. I'm probably, once I finish going down this line, I'm probably gonna end for now. I'm only 25% of the way done. This one is a big boy. There you go. There's the link. Now I have anxiety and depression. Read just makes me giggle. It's only an issue if you get dependent on it. Well, that's fair. That's good to know. I think the thing is, so it's specifically, my husband really doesn't want me to do weed because of my psychological things. Because I have bipolar and potentially CPTSD and a dissociative disorder. And apparently especially dissociative disorders do not play well with weed because it is a slight hallucinogenic, I think. Like there's like the THC is slightly hallucinogenic. Well, I guess made me giggle. It's been a while. Aw, damn, you're not a weedy. Is that a word? Is that a term? Do you call people who regularly partake in the weed a weedy? If not, I want it to be a thing. I want to call. It's not. I'm gonna call people weedies now. I know someone who's a regular weed user. I'm gonna call him a weedy from now on. You're so lame. Dude, I am the lamest motherfucker, okay? I'm so lame. I'm not even gonna admit it. I mean, I'm not even afraid to admit it. I am lame. You know the least lame thing about me was that I partook in the alcohol before I was of age. But even then, like, I never went super extreme with it either. So, like, I'm still, even in that, I was lame. I am so lame. Most do that anyway. Exactly. It's like really, like, it's really not rare. Like, even sometimes, I mean, I did have it sometimes without my parents knowing, but there is, my parents even let me have some alcoholic drinks when I was a teenager sometimes. Like, because I think it's like, you know, it's totally up to the parents to just be like, hey, you know, you can have this one drink, and you know, dude, there's like in Europe, there's countries where they fucking give their kids wine at every meal, and it's like, whoa, buddy. That's like so weird to an American, but it's completely normal for them. So yeah, I'm a huge lame-o. I'm so fucking lame. When I was a teenager and I snuck out of the house, I didn't go to parties. I didn't go to friends to smoke and shit. I went to Baskin Robbins to get ice cream or Taco Bell to get some tacos. That was all I ever, like, snuck out of the house to do. I'm so lame. I had a sip of my mom's wine cooler when I was about 6. Okay. I don't think I had, like, sips until I was maybe closer to, like, my teens. But I absolutely had sips all the time as a teenager. And then I had, like, a straight-up couple drinks occasionally that my parents let me have. But yeah, no, I had sips a lot. Like, my parents would let me have sips of their drinks a lot. Like, maybe not until I was closer to, like, a teenager, but it certainly happened. But yeah, no, I'm lame. I'm so lame. I'm very, very lame. One of my biggest rebellions was swearing behind my parents' backs. And I even came clean and was guilty about it. I even was like, Mom, I've been swearing behind your back. I'm so sorry. I'm so fucking lame. I'm so fucking lame. Snuck out to play video games with friends. See, that's still cooler than just sneaking out to get Taco Bell. That's still cooler. This platform ceiling still has some shit on it. Is that... Okay, it's this bottom one. Maybe it's... Maybe this edge. Poor sweet sheltered TK. I was very sheltered, okay? I was very sheltered. I told my husband about this shit, and he's like, oh my gosh, you're so fucking sheltered. Anyway, I am done with this map for now. I can just exit out and it will keep the progress, right? Hydrate. Yes, actually, I haven't had any water in a little bit. Give me that. Anyway, so I can just exit out, right? I think so. Anyway, let's switch back to talking. Oh, wait. Nope. Turn off this on. We got other background music. But yes, it was great to be back. It was great to talk to all y'all. Next week, I have a doctor's appointment. Okay, Monday, definitely no. TH has the day off for Martin Luther King Jr. Day. So I will not be able to stream on Monday. Tuesday, I have a doctor's appointment. Thursday, I have a therapy appointment. I can aim for probably Wednesday or Friday. I will try to stream next week. But no promises. Sorry. Ah! Thank you. Wednesday, yeah. Wednesday is probably the most likely next week. But I will have to double check. But yeah, probably Wednesday next week. But maybe Friday. I don't know. I will get a schedule out next week. Want me to do a Wednesday meme stream? I'll do my best. I will do my best to do... I can't promise anything right now, but I will do my best to do a Wednesday meme stream. How long are the videos in the in meme playlist 6? Because I remember last time we did a meme playlist, I couldn't get through all of them in one stream. Do you think this one is going to be a multi-stream playlist, or is this a single stream playlist, do you think? A lot of them are under a minute. Okay, we could probably get through it on the stream. Anyway, so it was good to see all of you. So happy you could come. I love talking to you guys. You make me so happy. And I hope that you have a great weekend, and we'll hopefully see you next week. Let's see who is streaming right now. We haven't rated in a hot moment, have we? Let's see who we got. Oh, Vinny's going. He's playing Majora's Mask. I love Majora's Mask. So I kind of want to stream Vinny, even though he doesn't need the fucking raid. He's already, you know, hot enough, but you know, he's a cool guy. I like him. Yeah, I think we'll go with Vinny. Let's stream Vinny. 3 or over 2 minutes. Okay, yeah, that's not a lot. I feel like last time there was a lot that were over a couple minutes, and that just like ended up like making it be a little longer. But if there's only a couple, then it should be good. All right, let's go ahead. We'll raid Vinny Vine Sauce. He is playing Majora's Mask Randomizer. I actually really like Majora's Mask. I'm gonna be controversial again. I think it's better than Ocarina of Time, but that's my opinion. I don't think that, I mean, I think that's kind of controversial, but also a lot of people feel that way. I think a lot of people like Majora's Mask more. I like darker stuff personally, so I think that's why I really like it, and I just really liked the mechanics of everything. I like it a lot. It's a very good game. But anyway, so go say hi to Vinny. I don't think he'll see our hamster raid, but you know, maybe he'll see a glance of Jeb, and if we can get Vinny to see Jeb for half a second, then I will consider that a win. Okay, so see you all. And on that note, remember to shine your light in every world. Bye!